I'm currently a sophomore at Lafayette and I'm majoring in computer science. To briefly introduce myself, I was born and raised in Japan before coming to the US for my post-secondary education at Lafayette. It started around probably end of June, and that's when I started work on the prototype. And Jim had some ideas that he was starting to put together. He had some notions of using past data from rivers or whatnot. We discussed a lot of possibilities and the format, and that's when Noah came into the picture with his audio-visual expertise. He's actually doing a PhD at MIT, and we discussed about how Jim's ideas and my software and his software would combine to create this piece and how it would be presented. And by the end of October, I had pretty much the bulk of the program done, and that's when Noah came back for the setup. We did a lot of debugging and formula tweaking and stability monitoring and a lot of just general testing, I guess. About the work, it's basically a combination of audio, which is manipulated from microphone input by Noah, and it's outputted to a set of large speakers that are mounted on top of the gallery. And my driver software, which basically takes coordinates from the moving infrared screens in the gallery to display the corresponding video output. I do believe that I've learned a lot from this experience. It was actually right after my freshman year that I started working on this, so by no means was I a professional programmer or anything. I was still kind of learning while doing, I knew zero about most of the technology we used, and had to apply what limited knowledge I had to tackle some pretty complicated problems. But overall, I think that the debugging, especially that we did in the last week of October, was quite a shock for me. I didn't think there would be so many problems that I hadn't addressed, but I think that's pretty important in terms of my knowledge as a software developer. Overall, I think it's a very interesting project. Jim has a lot of great ideas. He's an excellent artist. This whole thing looks very exciting at night, especially when everything's dark and it's flashy and very artsy. It was very complicated. It took a lot of time to understand the components and how everything interacted to form this one art piece. But it's been a great pleasure, and I look forward to the final results very much.